Hi, Shona here from Creative Zone. Welcome back to another video. In this week's video I'm going to be using the gel print, the papers that I created in a previous video. And I like that a lot. I think this is one of my favourites. So hopefully I'll be able to use some of that in places. This is the papers along the bottom here. And I hope you find it inspiring for your own gel prints and mixed media work, whether it's on canvas, in your journals, or a altered book of some kind. And so to start with, I use a paintbrush that has just been dipped in water, and I run it along the tissue paper, as you can see, and it makes it easier to just tear off the unwanted pieces of tissue paper so that I'm left with the prints, the sections of the prints that I want to possibly use as collage fodder on the canvas. So I'm just going to look through the papers, and the rest is fairly self-explanatory. This is obviously the unfinished canvas, and what you'll see me doing is starting to place the tissue paper. I like the uneven edges because they, once glued onto the canvas, they don't leave, much of a residual line. And also using water on a paintbrush in this way, it means you can actually I can cut out even finer pieces from the tissue paper. I can cut out small sections of it when I need to, and it's fairly accurate in its closeness to the object that I'm wanting. So I'll let you watch in peace without me talking at you through it all, so that you can see exactly what I'm doing to get the pieces that I want. It's sort of like putting a puzzle together, and you get a feel for it. If you haven't done this sort of collage before, just trust your intuition and trust what's happening on the canvas in front of you or in the journal or whatever. That's generally how I work anyway. If you have questions, please pop them in the comments below and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Enjoy watching it, and I will pop in from time to time and let you know of other things if I feel like you may need that information. So I'm just popping back in here to say that I am, as you can see, I'm layering the tissue paper on top of itself. So the thing with the layering, some people wonder whether you need to let the first layer dry. In my experience, I haven't had to let the underneath layer dry completely. The tissue paper is very thin and it dries usually once you've finished with the layering. It dries overnight and is very hard and completely dry. There's no moisture left. So I've never had an issue. I've had paintings with collage on them that I've done for years or years ago, and there's been no issue with any mould or dampness or anything left. And also the other thing is that occasionally the tissue paper will tear while applying it to the canvas. And in this situation, you can either leave it so that some of the underneath layers show through, or you can tear out another little piece of tissue paper, as you'll see me do, and lay it over. Now that I've finished the collage part, I'm going to be using some golden ultramarine blue paint to just blend behind the collage, on top of the collage, blending it in with the background that I've collaged it to. So I'm both using a flat brush and my finger to blend the acrylic paint. So I'm just going in between the branches of what looks to me like a shrub or a tree from the markings that were on the collaged paper, and I'm just blending that into the background, the blue background here. And so you'll see me doing this as the video goes on. I'm using both the ultramarine blue and also the golden Nickel Azo Gold. Nickel Azo Gold is not available from Golden Paints anymore, but they do, my understanding is on their website, they do have an alternative recipe of two of the liquid paints that they do still make that can be used to create a similar colour to the Nickel Azo Gold. I'm fortunate in that I did have a small supply of Nickel Azo Gold that I am absolutely cherishing. It's true to its name, a little bit like gold. I love working with it, the transparency, and here I'm coming in with a very small, fine brush and just sort of literally rubbing the Nickel Azo Gold, and I'm using a bamboo wipe to just blend it in and take it off a little bit so that it's has different darknesses and lightness as I'm bringing it in to cover those white areas. So I'm just pushing the white back, not wanting that to pop out. I'm wanting it more to blend into the background. And so I'm just moving the canvas around and coming in with the Nickel Azo Gold. So you'll see more of this as I go across the canvas. Brushing and blending, brushing and blending. It just softens the transition between the collage and the acrylic paints that are already on the canvas and also the painted fabric that's already on the canvas. And the beauty of this Nickel Azo Gold is that it acts in 2 or 3 different ways. It acts both as a transparent acrylic, so you can literally see what's underneath, while actually colouring and blending the collage to the background. It also acts as a kind of glaze, and so it lifts the other colours that are down on the canvas, brightens them in some way. I would say intensifies them. And it also has a slightly, I wouldn't say shimmery, but a slight sort of metallic kind of finish to it, which is really beautiful. So this is the end of the video, and this was the painting in the beginning before I added, and this is what it turned into. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with a friend. Ciao for now.